Norton for 5 minutes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Let me point out that DC's difficulties in recruiting and retaining officers is not unique to the district. The International Association of Chiefs of Police said that, and here I'm quoting, "The challenge of recruiting law enforcement is widespread and affects agencies of all types, sizes, and locations across the United States." In the 116th and 117th Congress, the Democratic-led House of Representatives passed the D.C. Statehood bill, which would have given D.C. residents voting representation in Congress and full local self-government. There was nothing radical about this proposal. The bill would admit D.C. as a new state and reduce the size of the federal district. These are both things Congress has done before. The admissions clause of the Constitution empowers Congress to admit new states to the Union. Congress has admitted all 37 new states by simple legislation. Congress, using its authority under the District Clause, has also previously reduced the size of the federal district by 30%. In 2021, dozens of prominent constitutional scholars urged Congress to admit D.C. to the Union, explaining in a letter that, and here I'm quoting, "there is no constitutional barrier," end quote, to admitting the state of Washington Douglas Commonwealth. In opposing D.C.'s statehood in recent years, Republicans have made a variety of dubious arguments. For example, Republicans have fretted about D.C.'s lack of car dealerships. They worried that D.C. does not have workers in the mining and logging industry. And Senator Carper claimed that D.C., which would have the largest percentage of African Americans of any state, would not be, quote, "a well-rounded working class state," end quote. Some Republicans even admitted the quiet part out loud. They opposed statehood because they presumed D.C. would elect 2 Democratic senators. There is nothing new about such unprincipled opposition to the admission of new states by members of Congress. Partisanship, racism, regionalism, slavery, and religion have all played roles in congressional debates over the admission of new states. Eventually, all such opposition was overcome. Mr. Mendelson, in 2016, D.C. held a referendum on statehood. What percentage of D.C. residents voted in favor of statehood?
You know, Congressman, I don't remember whether it was 80 or 85%, but it was somewhere around there.
Yeah, well, it was around that. It was 86%. The people of the District of Columbia want statehood. They want voting representation in Congress. They want to govern themselves like everybody else in this country. Congress has the authority to admit the state of Washington Douglas Commonwealth. It is time for Congress to pass the D.C. statehood bill. I yield.
Will the gentleman